So an application of reflective practice is to improve higher order thinking. And reflective practice then is a cure for lower order outcomes. Or in other words, students' robotic learning of concepts, content, and subject. In other words, although education is focused on higher order goals, what reflective practitioners are confronted by are environments which are focused on subjects to be learned, content to be acquired, lower order results. And so the issue that emerges for us as reflective practitioners is actually very, very clear. We need to move from lower order learning, lower order results to higher order achievement of higher order goals. And so the question for us is how we can reconceptualize and restructure what we do as teachers to reduce the gap between these higher order goals and these lower order outcomes which students are achieving in order to create better learning, better quality learning. And what the reflective practitioner can do is work to improve student performance, but they can only do this by improving their thinking. And we can only improve student thinking by creating opportunities and incentives for students to think in higher order ways. But we can only provide students with these opportunities and with these incentives if and only if we as teachers, as reflective practitioners, have time to think about what we're teaching, think about and thoughtfully redesign what we do. And what we do is how we teach. And so we can only provide students the opportunities to begin to think in higher order ways if we as reflective practitioners give ourselves time to think about how we're teaching and the approaches which we're using to help students develop those particular skills. And we can only do this if we give teachers time to, if we look at the curriculum and understand that we can only get time to think about how we're teaching and redesign our instruction if we don't have to cover huge amounts of subject matter that we usually find in curricula. But of course, we can only reconsider the huge breadth of subject matter in curricula in terms of our restructuring if we change the way we think about that subject matter. If, as reflective practitioners, we're focused on purely delivering content rather than focusing on concepts and understandings and abilities, then we have a problem in terms of allowing ourselves time for reflection on the strategies that we're using. And we can only restructure the curriculum in order to do this change, to focus our instruction on basic concepts and understandings and abilities, if we understand that we're focusing on higher order thinking rather than purely focusing on lower order attainment, or in other words, memorization and recall. And so there are certain aspects of the reflective practitioner role which we can apply to our work, and we can see that by reconceptualizing our thinking about what we do and how we do it, and reconceptualizing our professional role, that we can help students develop higher order thinking and higher order learning.